Green candles exploding upward, and then, in literally the blink of an eye, turning violently red. Today, in this explainer, we are completely tearing down a massive illusion. We're talking about the mirage of crypto trading as some sort of easy overnight game.
99%. Think about that for a second. 99% of traders lose money. When people inevitably drain their accounts, what do? Well, they usually blame something else. They say, oh, it was bad luck, or the market is totally unfair, it's rigged, it's completely unpredictable. But actually scratch that. It is not bad luck. It's not an unfair market. It is something much, much worse. Chapter 1. The Dream of Quick Wealth.
To really understand that 99% figure, let's look at a guy named Ethan. He's in his mid-20s, sitting in a dimly lit apartment in New York. The glow of his laptop is just reflecting right in his eyes. He's got YouTube thumbnails absolutely screaming at him. 100x coin, last chance. He's watching his phone as Bitcoin pumps. He sees this flashy montage of people getting rich fast. You know the type. Lamborghinis, yachts, those massive profit screenshots. And Ethan naturally thinks, why not me? So he finds a chart that's pumping hard. He hesitates for a second, and then he clicks buy. Plus 5%, plus 10%. It's a massive dopamine hit. But here's the trap. He's hooked now, not because he actually understands market structure, but because that very first trade made him feel like an absolute genius.
Chapter 2. Anatomy of a Breakdown.
This is exactly where things start to accelerate, and honestly, where the systematic destruction of a portfolio begins. Mistake number 1, FOMO, or the fear of missing out. Ethan sees a coin going practically vertical. Rocket ship emojis are flooding his feed. He convinces himself, this is the one. He rushes in late, and almost immediately, he is met with a massive, brutal red candle. He didn't enter early based on any sort of research. He entered purely on emotion, right at the absolute peak of the hype.
And that brings us right to mistake number 2, buying the top. The chart reaches its absolute peak, and a sharp, sudden drop follows. Suddenly, Ethan's entire portfolio turns completely red. The thing is, he wasn't buying value. He was buying excitement. He traded based on the loud, flashing hype of the moment rather than looking at any actual market structure.
And when you buy excitement like that, you inevitably run headfirst into mistake number 3, panic selling. The chart dips, Ethan starts sweating, his anxiety spikes, and he just clicks sell to stop the pain. But almost instantly, the price rebounds. He just locked in a 12% loss. There was no well-thought-out strategy here, no calculated stop loss, just pure unadulterated fear. Now, we hit mistake number 4, overtrading. It's now 3:47 a.m. Ethan is trapped in this horrible loop, buy, sell, buy, sell. His desk is literally littered with stacked coffee cups. His eyes are bloodshot. He is desperately trying to win back the money he just lost. But the harsh reality is this. Taking more trades just means taking more chances to make mistakes, which only leads to deeper and deeper losses.
Chapter 3. The Emotional Death Spiral.
The room is darker now. The pace is totally frantic. Ethan has completely lost all discipline at this point. He is in absolute freefall. Recover loss, recover loss. That thought is just flashing in his brain on repeat. In a state of sheer panic, he actually doubles his position size. He completely ignores his stop loss, just hoping, praying really, that the market turns around and saves him.
He is chasing another pump. The chaotic anxiety is totally taking over now. Just one more trade, he tells himself. If I can just catch this one massive green candle, I can get back to even. He is frantically clicking, desperately searching for a miracle in a sea of flashing numbers.
I can fix this, he tells himself over and over. But at this stage, Ethan is no longer trading. He has crossed a very, very dangerous line. This is just pure gambling, cleverly disguised as a financial opportunity.
And then the music stops. Negative $3,200. The portfolio is completely drained. Ethan is just frozen, staring blankly at the screen in the dark. This is the exact moment where it breaks people. In the deeply uncomfortable silence of that lost capital, he scrolls Twitter one more time. And the worst part, everyone else still seems to be winning.
Chapter 4. Facing the Hard Truth. Everything slows down. Ethan thought the market was out to get him, that these invisible algorithms were hunting his specific trades. But the market wasn't against him at all. The market was just doing what it always does. Let's do a quick clinical autopsy on his failure here, because the problem wasn't bad luck or bad timing. It was him. He was operating with absolutely no strategy, no risk management, zero discipline. Every single move he made was driven entirely by emotion. He wasn't trading a plan. He was literally just reacting like a puppet to every single flashing candle.
Chapter 5. Mastering the Trader's Mindset.
Okay, so this is where we turn that painful awakening into foundational rules for actual market survival. Because the core difference is this: gamblers react, real traders execute. Gamblers chase those vertical pumps while professionals wait patiently for their specific setups. Gamblers bet everything hoping to recover a loss. But professionals, they manage risk on every single trade. Amateurs let their emotions dictate their clicks. Professionals execute a predefined system without a second of hesitation.
Most people don't lose in crypto because the market is hard. They lose because they never learn how to play the game. It is a game of probability, of risk, and above all else, psychological endurance. If you don't know the rules, well, you are simply providing liquidity for the people who do.
You were never unlucky. It was never the universe plotting against your portfolio. You were simply trading without understanding. Your behavior, your emotional reactions, and your absolute lack of discipline are what dictated your outcome.
So before you ever open another chart, take a hard look at your own habits. Be completely honest with yourself right now. Are you executing a carefully planned system, or are you just trading blind?